Good afternoon, everybody. We are back. We are here, and it's actually nice outside today. A little cloudy with 77 degrees. Looking good right now. Let's fix that just a tad bit. All right, we're good to go. Who do we have first in the chat? We got Dark Bro, F-I-R-S-T, first in the chat. Dark Bro, B. What's going on? Dark Bro, Dark Bro, Dark Bro, Dark Bro, Dark Bro, Dark Bro, Dark Bro. Gorilla Invictus. What's going on, man? Gorilla, Dark Bro. Tony D, Dark Bro, Gorilla. We got Kombu, Gorilla, Dark Bro, Tony D, Dark Bro, Tony D, Kombu, Frank, Tony, Gorilla. All of you guys, glad to have you in here right now. Let's check the market. Hold on. Did I just click the wrong button and literally go over the entire market recap on intermission screen? Do I do it again? Listen, I don't know if I'm going to do that entire thing again. If you guys want a specific stock that I just went over with for the last 5 minutes, then we can look at it. Basically, up because of Tesla, up just bouncing off all-time lows. GameStop down 4%. Crypto getting hit very hard at major levels of support. The SPY and QQQ doing well because Tesla was doing well today. Mullen Auto, 5% gain. Sundial, nice 12% gain. Netflix, well. Highcraft Mining, right near an all-time low at 28 cents. MPW, breaking through support at $7, touching $6.50. Tesla, soaring 10% today. Joby and TMC are just on the watch list for some reason. There's the market recap. They took a very long time to do, and you guys got it on that one. Oh my gosh, man. Jeffrey, it is one of those days, dude. I thought for sure that you guys were getting that, but nope, you didn't get it. It's all right. We'll move on. Click. No clicks this early. I'm telling you right now, what a waste, man. What a waste. Yeah, bro, it sucks out there right now. Tony D, it does, man. Yo, homies, driving to listen. Clear, bro, YieldMax. Okay, so Frank, Scam, maybe not. Maybe not a scam, but sham is probably a better word. So I do want to focus on this for a couple minutes here and make sure that you guys can can actually see me and hear what's going on. But I was sitting there Friday night, right? Because Friday night, the stock of Tesla, we're going to use Tesla as an example. It's a pretty good example and an easy one. So Tesla was trading at like $14.50. We'll pull it up so you guys can see it. But I'm sitting there thinking, something just is off about this, right? Something just doesn't seem right about the gap downs and so on. So I started to ponder it for a minute and look at the graph. And we haven't received our dividend marker on Tesla yet. You can see that. They have not put the dividend marker on here. And, you know, you guys remember, we had gone through and we had looked at all of these dividends, none of which resulted in a gap down, none of which the stock price of Tesla had dropped by the quantity of the dividend. However, last trading day, that's exactly what we saw. So we zoom in, and you can see that Tesla was trading at about $14.60. And it paid I believe, 58-cent dividend, okay? And we dropped by 58 cents. That's fine. That's usually what you see when a stock pays a dividend there. But you've got this gap down on the chart, and no previous gap downs whatsoever. So I'm like, what's going on? Why would we not have a gap down in any of the previous ones we do here? And I started to think, well, that's most likely because they're adjusting the historical data to account for that gap down. The stock price historically will move down. Now, we haven't seen that yet. They haven't added our dividend marker, and they haven't adjusted the historical data. But when they do, it'll pretty much confirm what I'm thinking here and what I'm going to share with you guys. So when they do, this low of 13.17 is, I don't know, minus 58 cents. It's going to take us down to, what is that, 13.09, and then another 50 cents, 13.59, something like that. It's going to take us down, or 12.59. This dip down will most likely be historically adjusted to 12.59. And it's going to close this gap right here. Now, this gap up is legitimate because Tesla did gap up today and close 10% higher. So this gap up is legitimate. But the historical data is going to be adjusted by the amount of the dividend. How do I know that? I mean, I don't necessarily need to wait for confirmation on this one. You can look at all the previous dividends. You have no gaps down where dividends were paid. And all of these YieldMax ETFs are issued at $20 a share. Okay? Tesla is issued at $13 a share. It's actually open and close, the 1304, essentially. If you add up all of the dividends, okay, boom, 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 all of the dividends so far, I believe was a total, not including the most recent one, I believe was a total of $6.77. $6.77 point something cents, but $6.77. Bringing you right down to that $13 price point. So, a graph that looks exactly like the graph of Tesla, absolutely. It seems to be tracking the price of Tesla perfectly. And one of the ways that you can look at that is Tesla, right here. Let's go same time frame on the graph. Tesla back in, December or whatever, when this ETF was issued. What do we got? 11/23. We'll just go back to 11/23. 11/23 on Tesla. You're trading around in this area of $191, $200 a share. Okay? Tesla would have been issued at $20. So right now, from the 200 to the 1462, this graph follows Tesla perfect. But if you would have bought into Tesla back in November, December of 2022, you would have paid $20 a share for the Tesla. And Tesla had moved up nicely in price then, moving from about $200 a share. Tesla moved up from $200 a share, as you can see, to $200 a share up to $270 a share. That's a nice increase. If you would have bought Tesla, you would have bought in at $20 a share, and it's currently sitting at $14.60 a share. So you are losing. It looks like, because of the graph's historical updates, it looks like you're gaining, but you would have actually lost $6 a share. Now, where does that $6 a share go? It's distributed to you. Because the historical data continues to be adjusted, all they're doing is distributing your money, your shares to you. It's not actually a 48% dividend yield. It's a 48% distribution from your own portfolio. They're not making any income if this is correct. All they're doing is simply closing out a position in your portfolio and redistributing it back to you. I mean, you can go through the math, and please, I'm not checking the chat just yet. Please ask some questions on this, but you can go through, and it's beautiful because Tesla is trading at about the same price now that it was trading at then, so it's very easy to see on this graph. If you would have bought Tesla back when it was trading at $220, $230 a share, back in December of 2022, and it was trading at $220 a couple days ago, $230 a share, you would have expected to be net even. Well, you essentially would, because you bought in at $20 and they gave you the $6 worth of dividends, bringing you right back down to the same level you're at. It's not a 40 or 50% dividend. It's just a 40 or 50% distribution of your own portfolio. So, what do we got here? It says, possibility, if their options actions resulted in exiting calls that ate into profits, the share price would gap down. It could be Tesla movement plus poor options performance. Nvidia is up with the dividends. Nvidia gapped down on the dividend though, but Nvidia is up because the overall price of Nvidia was increasing at a more dramatic pace than Tesla was. So, that's what I'm looking at right there. They wouldn't have given you a distribution if they lost money on the options. That wouldn't make any sense. At least I don't think that would make any sense. But if you look at NVIDIA, here's what I expect to happen with NVIDIA. NVDY. It's another one, but NVIDIA has been rising nicely as opposed to, remaining stagnant. So if you look at NVIDIA, NVDY, it's perfect. This was also issued, and would have been issued, at $20 per share. If you look at it, the $20 per share that it would have been issued at, you've got your 74-cent dividend, your 95-cent dividend, so you're at $1.60, you're at $1.70. Your 80-cent dividend, you're at $2.50, and your 90-cent dividend, $3.50 down. Look at the price point that NVIDIA opened up at. $16.88. I mean, that's essentially your $3.50 that you received in dividends off the $20 start price. So you would have bought NVIDIA at inception at $20, or NVDY, not NVIDIA. But you would have bought NVIDIA at $20 a share. They distribute the $3.50 in dividends, bringing this historical data down to the $16.88. So it looks like NVIDIA is up from $17 a share to $22 a share. It's not up from $17 a share to $22 a share. It's up essentially from $20 a share to $22 a share. But they've just distributed back to you that portion and adjusted the historical data accordingly. What I want when you guys finally... No, Nick doesn't have access to my fantasy football team there. So, Frank, brainstorm on this for a minute, ponder it for a minute, because if that's right, what you're going to end up with is, let's say, you bought 10 shares of NVIDIA or 10 shares of Tesla at the $20 mark. Your capital holdings, the market value of your holdings, is going to decrease proportionately. I mean, 100% the same with the distributions that they give you. They're essentially just cashing out your holdings every dividend. And if that's the case, what you're going to end up with, let's say NVIDIA, the actual stock price of NVIDIA or Tesla, whatever, remains the same over the course of the year, and they continue to pay just to make it easy, let's say they continue to pay $1 per share dividend every single month on Tesla. If that's the case, if Tesla's still trading at, well, if Tesla's trading at $250 a share, right where it is right now, and the overall value of Tesla is reduced by the monthly dividend, Tesla would be trading at $2 per share by the end of next year, after 12 dividends took place at $1 a piece. Valid point. So the Tesla in the Roth is up 4.92% overall. Correct. Now mine is as well. Okay, mine is as well. I don't know what your cost basis is. Okay, my cost basis was like $14.60. Because it's back up today, because Tesla had a 10% day, right? I brought my cost basis back up. But what's going to happen, because my average, I kept buying in over the last week. My average is somewhere around 1440 or 1450, 1460. I don't exactly know. So I am up slightly on that position. But what it's going to happen here, what I expect to happen, I should say, is they're going to adjust this historical data. So having bought in this area for 1450, 1460, as soon as this historical data is updated, it's going to say, right, that my cost basis at that point should have been maybe 1390, 95, whatever it is down here. It would be the equivalent of the 1460, 1402 essentially, with that 58-cent dividend. If it's 1460, the 58-cent dividend is going to bring that historical data down. So my cost basis should essentially be 1402 at that point because of that distribution there. So, but my cost basis is going to remain at that 1460 level, right? But there's nowhere on the chart that's going to say I would have been buying in at 1460. In the case of a normal dividend, right, if they don't adjust the historical data in a normal dividend, and if they were paying out 50% annualized distributions, we would see this chart going down, right? We would have seen the chart issued at $20 a share, and then, it would follow the same pattern, but the gaps down they would still be there. And we would see Tesla trading at $20 a share, and now it's trading at $14.60 because of the distributions that took place. So you had a 40% capital loss made up for by the 40% distribution. So what I think is happening is literally it's just following the price of Tesla or Nvidia or whatever example you want to use, but there is no distribution there. So if that's the cost, if that is the $13.95 cost, exactly, Frank, you got it. So what I kind of want help with is if that is what's going on, you guys brainstorm that for a second. If that makes sense to you, how is the best way? Because I took a minute to explain, right? What is the best way for me to be able to explain that in an 8-minute video? Something that I could easily relate to everybody that would click, very easily. Because, essentially there would be no 40% annualized gain. They're just closing out 40% of your portfolio and giving it back to you. And here's the scam part, Frank. If that's what's actually happening, okay, if it's being touted as a 40-50% annualized return, which is the way that it is being touted, if that's the case, dude, all they're doing, say you get a $10,000 portfolio, right? At the end of the year, you would have $5,000. If the price of Nvidia, if the price of Tesla remains the same, you would have $5,000 invested in Tesla, and you would have $5,000 in cash in your portfolio. You still have $10,000 portfolio because Tesla didn't move at all. So you still have, but you're sitting on $5,000 in Tesla, and you're sitting in $5,000 in cash. The problem is then, they're going to be taxing you on dividend income of $5,000. That's the problem. That's where it gets a little scammy. You're going to have received these dividend distributions, which were not gains. The overall price, you still are sitting on the same amount, but it's not a capital gain, capital loss. It's ordinary income because they're distributing it to you as a dividend. And that, my friend, is a little shady. I don't like that part at all. The fact that it's being paid out and called a dividend when essentially it's not, that's the sketchy part to me. That's the part that I would call a scam as opposed to a sham. Simply being, I guess, being called a 40-50% annualized return on the dividend, I can get away with that because they are distributing you 50% back. But, dude, if you're taxed on dividend income that is not dividend income, that, to me, is crossing a line that I don't like. What happened on AMC? Sophia! AMC closed up today, but overall, AMC is down big over the last couple of weeks because Adam Aaron, the distribution, and the reverse split taking place. This is when it was decided that Adam Aaron could go through with the conversion. AMC went from $45 a share, $46 a share, boom, all the way down to $29 a share. Glory, hallelujah, we're going to squeeze because it's good when we go down. No, absolutely not. Afterwards, we have just bottomed, hitting new all-time lows almost every single day, and currently sitting at $7.34 per share on AMC. So AMC's having a pretty tough go of it right now. But we're going to watch it in the after hours, see what happens there. AMC going down. Adam Aaron deluding the retail investors again, I believe. Yes, he probably is, man. Into oblivion. Columbo Clay sees right through their schemes. JB, because look, I was in the same boat, man. I was in the same boat. I'm sitting there thinking, dude, if this is legitimate, and I have 8 of them, right? I've got 8 out of the 11 or whatever that started to. I was gonna hit every single one of them, man. I'm stacking up. I'm thinking, dude, this is the best thing since ever, and who the heck cares about anything else that ever existed? This is like the end game, man. So I was stacking up. I'm buying and thinking this is gonna be great. Because if you look at the chart is great. The chart, if you look at it for what it is, going and tracking Tesla perfect, with an issue at 13 and now sitting at 14, everything lines up on the chart. They're giving you a 40. The dividends are there. You can see that the dividends are there. But then when the Friday came out, man, and that gap down, when there was no previous gap down, I began to add those numbers up, and I'm like, dude, they're just closing out a portion of my position. If Tesla doesn't move over the next 12 months, if Tesla's still sitting at 250, 260, 270 a share over the next 12 months, and they continue to distribute these dividends to me, what I'm going to end up with is, if assuming a $10,000 portfolio, what I'm going to end up with is $5,000 in Tesla, and I'm going to end up with $5,000 in distributions. Well, that's the equivalent of me holding $10,000 in Tesla, right? Because if I had $10,000 in Tesla, I would still be sitting on $10,000 in Tesla if the stock price doesn't move. But you got to take it a step further. They're going to tax you on that dividend income, man. So essentially, I just lost 30% of my dividend income there because it's taxed as a gain when it's theoretically not a gain. They just distributed my own money back to me. Dude, you can't distribute my own money back to me and think that that's like cool, man. Don't do that. If you guys want to give me money, listen, yeah, I'll just give your money back to you, and then you can act like it's income. That's nuts. So, now I need to ditch my... Not necessarily yet, Kenneth, but I will say this. If that is what's happening, if we brainstorm this for a second, I mean, I am gonna be selling off of mine and just buy into Tesla and generate my own options income. So that's why I'm trying to brainstorm it here with you guys. I believe now that we've all seen the graph of Tesla, right? We've been looking at the graph of Tesla. We kind of understand it. And you see the gap down here, which there are no gaps down on any of these previous dividend dates, right? You guys can see no gaps down on any of these previous dividend dates. And they coincide perfectly. If Tesla was launched at $20, Tesla was obviously not launched at $13. And I believe this 1303 that you're seeing here is the close on opening day is going to end up being 12:45 after the historical data gets updated here. And when this turns to 12:45, you're going to be thinking, well, dang, I could have got in at 12:45. I could have been ripping a serious dividend this entire time. And I'd be sitting on a $14 stock right now, $14.15. Not only did I have like 15% capital gains, I also received, $6, $7 in dividends. But it's not true. It's not true because your cost basis was still 20. They just gave you back the money that you had invested. Broth. Buy shares on declaration day, hold through the data record, sell when we're up for gains, collect dividends, repeat. Kind of what I'm looking to do. Yeah, Frank, man, as long as it works. But I really do want you guys to try and brainstorm that real quick, because I am thinking about doing a video on it, but I really do want to make sure that I can explain that without like running circles or whatever. So please, somebody actually take a minute to think about that and kind of look at it there. Because there's no denying. Once we see the most recent update, there's going to be no denying it. I think that this is going to come down. This 1303 is going to drop down to 1245. And the historical data is going to be adjusted as soon as they get this dividend marker on here. And then NVIDIA, same deal. NVIDIA's been around for 4 dividends, which brings its total down. It would have issued at $20 a share here, but the historical data gets adjusted to show that it was issued at $16.88. Wasn't issued at $16.88 and you received $3.50 in dividends. It was issued at $20 and you received $3.50 in dividends and then a 10% increase in price. When May, if you would have just gone out and bought NVIDIA in May, you would have gone from 270 to 450. So you'd have had nearly a 50% increase. You would have had almost 100. It's more than a 50% increase. You would have nearly doubled your money if you would have bought NVIDIA. But if you bought NVDY, you still bought in at 20, you would have had a 10% increase, and they would have given you back or closed out $4 per share, or $4, worth of dividends there. That's the thing. I really want to be able to relate that right to somebody, so let that sink in for a minute. Got over 300 clay, and I'm catching the back end of the conversation. I just jumped in the live. Kenneth, then ask questions, man. Then ask some questions. You got Tesla at 1383. Well, you're up right now. You are still up on it, and you are going to get that dividend. But here's what you're going to see, man. Over the next couple of months, let's say you don't buy any more. You don't dollar cost average in or anything. What you're going to end up seeing with Tesla is you got your average is 1383, right? You would have gotten in on a very good pace down in here. But now all of a sudden, this is going to get adjusted down to like 1270. And then in 2 months from now, it's going to get adjusted to 1150. And then 3 months from now, it's going to get adjusted down to $9.80. So if you never buy in, the historical data would show you your cost basis is supposed to be $9, but in all actuality, your cost basis is 13. So that's where the discrepancy is going to come from. Did Sir Claybro acknowledge Mr. Normus yet? I don't know if Mr. Normus is in here, but I will absolutely acknowledge Mr. Normus by saying that no, my lunch meat is not getting cold. My sandwich is not getting cold. Although I did run over, and if I did have Mom making lunch down there, I would have just closed it out right now. But Mr. Normus, thank you for the 26-month member chat. Pudgy, thank you very much for the super chat as well. Is Mr. Normus in here? I don't even know if he's in here. Can you share the Discord? Yeah, absolutely. Claudio, I got the Discord, man. And very sorry for going on that rant, guys, but I believe it is very important that, we get some confirmation on that. And you guys can look into it a little bit, because I myself, these looked very good. If it's true, it looks very good. But right now, I'm thinking it's not good. Okay, I'm thinking they're just distributing back to you your holdings, which is insane because they're going to tax you on those holdings when you didn't make any money. That's the scam part, dude. If they're taxing me on the dividend income and it's not actual income, That's going to be nuts. I don't even think I'm going to pay taxes on that if that's the case. Let's see here. I got to get you the link for the Discord real quick. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Copy that. Boom, boom, boom. Coming back over here. Where's my cursor? Here it is. Hit you guys with that. Boom! I got that right at 4:30 too. Loving that one. Thank you. Absolutely, Claudio. I got Tesla at 13. You see what I'm saying though, Kenneth? You see what I'm saying? If the historical data gets adjusted by the dividend, all of a sudden your average is going to stay at 1383. But this area in here where you would have gotten in is going to go to $12 or $13 flat. It's going to go to $11. It's going to go to $9. It's going to keep dropping down with every dividend that's paid. And you're going to say, well, dang, dude, my average is 1383, but now Tesla is still trading at 270, but Tesla's trading at like $9 a share. You're down on your position, but they distributed you accordingly. Overall portfolio is the same. That's how Pudgy don't get pudgied. I pay for privilege, baby. Absolutely. Everybody, follow Pudgy's lead. Pay for the privilege to talk to Claybro right now. Pudgy, man, thank you very much for the super chat. I do appreciate it, and I will never ignore you, my friend. 8,000 on Polygon. Maybe you can get 50K. Yeah, listen, Claudio, that is a possibility. Obviously, I don't think that that's crazy to believe that, you know, you could see a 5, 6, 7x gain in Polygon over the next couple of years. I do believe it can go lower, so please know that you are at risk of losing some of that money as well. But I do believe that, you know, I think that Polygon is going to go up during the next bull market. I don't see it dropping off. Hoorah! Tagged you on Twitter, X. So, with some huge news, FUD or not financial advice. Love you, brother. Absolutely. Let's go check it out and see if we've got it rolling here. Notifications, yes. FUD or not. Let's see what we've got in the FUD or not. Where are we at right here? FTX could tank crypto markets again next week. Yeah, no, so this is not FUD. This is an actual possibility. I haven't read all of these articles, and I haven't read like how much money, but it is a possibility to see a major sell-off from FTX's wallets over the next week. I don't know exactly what day it is. I think Dark Bro was saying it might have it on Thursday or something. But yeah, dude, same way Voyager was selling off a lot of their assets. They're required to do so in order to pay their bankruptcy proceedings. So we could see a lot of cryptocurrency liquidated from FTX. Now, we may already be seeing the results of that. Like, some people may already be preparing, and that's why you got Bitcoin down 2.5% today, Shiba down 4% today. What's Solana? I know Solana is one that people are worried about. Solana down 3% today to $17. We may already be seeing the results. People anticipating that happening. So I don't know if it'll necessarily cause a huge decline. This may already be the decline that it's causing. Keep that in mind as well. But yeah, that's not FUD, man. That is true. They're going to be liquidating some positions in order to satisfy the needs of the bankruptcy proceedings there. I read one article that said the synthetic shares of the YieldMax are considered a non-qualifying dividend and you don't have to pay taxes on them. That would change things. Well, it would not necessarily change. That would change it to not potentially being a scam, to taxing you on that income. It would not change things in terms of your overall portfolio position, right? So when you're thinking about Tesla, here, let's just go through let's just assume, okay, that over the course of the next year, Tesla is sitting dead sideways, to make it easy, at $273 a share. It starts at $273, it ends at $273. Flatline. What you should see is a flat line in the price of Tesla as well. But what you're going to end up seeing Not a flat line at 1460. It's going to be a flat line at 1460, and then everything's going to get adjusted by the next dividend, and then it'll be a flat line at $14, and then it's going to be a flat line at $13, and then it's going to be a flat line at $12, assuming they're paying dollar dividends every month. Then it's going to be a flat line at $11, okay? So, yeah, you would have bought in, your cost basis is still $13.83 or whatever, but the line is being adjusted by the distribution here. So you're going to be at $13.83 with your cost basis. You're going to be sitting on holdings at $10 a share. So you're going to see a 30% decline in the value of your portfolio, but you're going to see a 30% distribution. So you are essentially, it's not a 30% dividend, because if you were receiving a 30% dividend, you'd have income of 30%, and your capital gains would remain the same. I hope I am communicating that in a way that is understood, right? Let me know if that's how you guys are understanding it or not. I did not, Bree Guy. I did not. So I'm very sorry about that, but I did not look into R3 Corda at all in between the break there. Volume is down. Moji, thank you very much for the super chat. Moji says, thank you very much, Moji, for the King Turkey on the J-Bone slap down on Clay's fantasy football faux pas. Yes, man. That, I don't know. I think J-Bones might have hacked me, man. I think J-Bones might have hacked me on that one, Moji, because I certainly did not do that. But, yeah, I let J-Bones win on that one, man. I know the guy was so interested in taking that W that I had to make sure he got it. All right, come back down here. Can you take a look at LMWR? Nobody ever covers it. LMWR. LimeWire, the coin? Or are we talking about something else here? Which one you want to look at? All right, it's got to be LimeWire, the coin. Because there's no stock. LMWR. That's why. So, if you're looking at LimeWire, yeah, where's this at? Because this actually was doing pretty well when it was introduced, and I believe it was introduced around the time that Pepe was introduced. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, dude. So, LimeWire got hit really hard here, going from about $2 a coin down to 9 cents a coin. Here's the problem, man. Here's the problem with coins like this that you want to watch out for, and I believe could come down even further, all right? This is what you're looking at. This is exactly what I expected. And we'll break it down a little bit better here. So the market cap is actually increasing since August. The price since August is, I believe, might actually be increasing as well. So let's see what we got. You know what? Since August, let's just go 1 year graph. There we go. Since August. Yeah, you do have an increase here in price accordingly, so that market cap would be correct. You gotta watch, though, this 4.5%. This 4.5% circulating supply could absolutely dilute the value of LimeWire over time. So if they introduce more and more and more coins to the market, they may lose more and more and more value per coin. So, for example, if there's 45 million coins in the market right now, if they don't actually increase the value and the price stays the same, or the market cap stays the same, and they introduce twice as many coins, if there's 90 million coins outstanding, well, the price is going to drop down to 4.5 cents. Doubling the coins outstanding would cut the price in half. The same way that theoretically burning 50% of the supply could lead to the price doubling in price. So I would be aware that there's only 4.5% coins of the total supply in circulation right now. That would be a concern to me. Overall, down drastically though. $2 to 10 cents is what? A 98% decline? Or 95% decline, I believe. That's a tough loss on LimeWire. Obviously, everybody likes LimeWire. I don't know if it's the same guys that originally created LimeWire, but it did have a lot of hype when it came out. Seems to be dying down drastically right now, though. Cleve, you already talked about XLM and what its possible announcement could be. C-Pain, I have not. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even know XLM, Stellar Lumens, was going to have an announcement. So your speculation would probably be even better than mine, because I haven't heard anything about Stellar Lumens' announcement right now. Any coin besides Bitcoin and Ethereum that you think it looks promising for the next bull run? Claudio, I think all of them look promising during the bull market, man. Claudio, here's something I want you to do, man, because this is what we do. We've done this a lot, and I think you're going to gain a little confidence on this. I like to call this the bull market game, okay? If you come out to a place like coinmarketcap.com, and I'm sure you got access to coinmarketcap.com, if you click on cryptocurrencies up here in the top left, it's going to pull up all of the cryptocurrencies. All of the cryptocurrencies that CoinMarketCap covers. There's a lot more, but they're typically very small coins, and they're typically ones that were just introduced and not around long enough to even play this game with. Now, I like to come down to a random page, okay? Let's go to page 4. Now, page 4, I'm gonna close my eyes, and whatever this coin is right here. Okay. Anchors, I don't know if that's supposed to be following. This might supposed to be following Ethereum or whatever. But click on this coin. I have no idea what it is. Let's see how it performed in the last bull market. Nice. Very nice. Going from $600 a coin to almost $5,000 a coin. Phenomenal. But this may actually be following Ethereum. So it was completely random. But you can see that this coin I've never heard of shot up to nearly $5,000 a coin during the last bull market. Let's go find another one, right? Watch. Okay, I don't know what this is. Cody. Never heard of it before. Let's see how it performed during the last bull market. Currently got a market cap of $48 million. Look at this last bull market, man. Boom. It was sitting dead stagnant. Nobody wanted it at 0.8 cents. 1 penny it was trading at. 1 penny during the last bear market. Bull market, man, shoots up to 60 cents. 61 cents. It's completely random. You can close your eyes and do it. Look, I've never even heard of that coin before. Let's close my eyes again. Whatever this one is. All right, I don't know if PayPal is PayPal or not, but yeah, this one just came out, so I don't know. That might be a scam. That just came out like last month. Doing it again. Random coin right here. YREX token. Never seen it before. Last bull market, okay, it performed very well in 2021, in April, May of 2021. It did have a nice bounce, but this is not one that I would have performed excellently during that time frame. I don't know why, but this would have been a loser. So right now, you've got one loser out of all of those that we saw. Let's go to page 5, just so you guys can get the idea of it. This one here. That's a leash. I don't want to touch a leash. I don't know. Whatever this is. Utiledger. Last bull market, all right, did not perform as well in 2021, but still did jump up. So during the bear market, you had prices around 1 cent, and it shot up to 3 cents during the last bull market. So when everything is running, typically everything is running. And even the most random coins that I have never heard of still experienced a boost during the 2021 bull market. They still went up. So that should raise your confidence a little bit that when things are rising, literally everything is rising. It's not just the top performers actually do outperform everything, but the mentality is so different during a bull market, everything goes up. LimeWire, otherwise known as the red light district for PCs. Yes, if you guys want a virus, go download some music. Where Farmy? Where Mullen? Tim, Farmy's at 30 cents, dude. I saw a notification. Farmy was getting blasted today. 29 cents a share. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Major loss on Farmy today. We are talking about $13 million market caps on Farmy right now, guys. Getting blasted. On its way back down to 6 cents a share, no doubt. It is currently sitting at 29 cents per share. all-time lows, no level of technical support in sight, and has done nothing but come down and down and down and down and down and down and down. Look at this. Over the last couple of years. Farmy getting destroyed. Mullen was actually up like 5% today, I think. Yeah, Mullen, 44 cents a share. So Mullen bouncing off some pretty low lows there, but Mullen sitting at 40. I can't even bring this graph out. It's so bad. My goodness. This is tragic, dude. That's as far as I can go. Mullen getting destroyed. That's as far out as I can pull it there. Mullen at major levels of support, but Mullen wicking down hard to 39 cents this day before running when the CEO wrote a letter to everybody and has been losing every day since then. Watch out for Mullen Auto. I do believe more lows are inbound for Mullen as well as Farmy. Libro, so are you buying JP Morgan when it comes out? No, I don't think Frank, I think that if I had to choose between competitors, man, I would still choose either Lumens or XRP. I would choose XRP over Lumens, but if I had to choose, I'm choosing one of the crypto guys as opposed to one of the major banks. So I don't plan on buying JP Morgan's cryptocurrency when they issue that one. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hood, a little Doge, a little Hex. There are so many reasons why SBF put that money into Hood before his demise. Yeah, not nice, dude. It's crazy, isn't it? There's a lot going on with Sam Bankman-Fried. A lot that we'll also never know. That they'll just never tell us. A lot of deception and deceit gets hidden very quickly, never to be looked at again. Gorilla, a liar. Lars is a punk. Wrote off Hetfield and Burton's talent. I have no idea what we're talking about right now. Hammett isn't crap. What? Mustaine? What? Is this some sort of a band that I don't know about? Later, broskies. Got to get ready for work. Dark, bro. Enjoy it, man. All facts. Sam, Lars. I don't even know who Lars is. I just saw a video of somebody saying Bitcoin will get to 21,000 and Shib 500 this week. Your thoughts? AJ Crypto. This week's a tough call. So, I will say this. Though both of those I would agree with both of those levels of support. So, Bitcoin, I think you just said 21,500. My line's at about 22,000. So, let's just call it the same. I mean, my next major level of support is 22,000, not 21.5, but that's close enough for me, man. You can easily range. We can easily range to 21.5 on that. Shiba Inu coin. Yeah, this is the next major. If we fall through this one the same way Bitcoin falls through 25, if Shib falls through 700, which is likely, 550 might be tough. We might get held up at like 650 before we really see that. But yeah, dude, the next major low, around 550, 500 points per coin on Shiba Inu coin. My next major level of resistance is 500 on Shib. Or support, not resistance. My next major level coincides with the two that you just told me. So let's discuss the possibilities of that happening. If it does happen, it's most likely either going to be simply because of a technical breakout to the downside, and technical traders begin to sell off, awaiting those next levels of support to be met. Or we could get a catalyst because of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX selling off of major amounts of cryptocurrency to fulfill its bankruptcy concerns, right? And to pay back its debtors. That could be the case, but what I'm expecting is people have already began to sell off in expectation of Sam Bankman-Fried. So we may already be experiencing the FTX sell-off, and that might be why we had such a decline today. So, but if we do break through those support levels, man, I'm on with both those levels you just told me. Do I know a coin called Cosmos? Well, I know a lot about the Cosmos and Terra Luna Classic and all of that, but I'm not too familiar with the price action on Cosmos. Gorilla, imagine Metallica with a real drummer like Danny Carey. Maybe. Maybe. JP Morgan is the next YieldMax. Jeez. Frank, are you kind of seeing what I'm saying, though? If that is the situation? Really, because I don't want to go out there. I want to make a video on it. and I want to make a video like stating my concerns with it, but brainstorm it, and then, you know, if you think of something or a different view on it, I mean, obviously, if you don't do it before the live's over, just send something in the Discord. But yeah, dude, I'm thinking that, you know, if there's no difference in price, if Tesla sits the same at $273 a share, you're no longer going to see the Tesla sitting at $14.60 a share. It's gonna be lowered by the price of the dividend, and the historical action is going to follow. So me, having gotten in with a cost basis of $14.50 or $14.60, if I don't continue to add in, my cost base is going to be $14.50, $14.60, but Tesla is going to be trading at $2 a share by the end of next year, simply because of all of the distributions and sideways action. So I would have received my money back, simply distributed to me, but it's certainly not a gain. It's certainly not a 40, 50, 60, 70% annualized gain on that dividend. It's simply just a redistribution of my original investment. Great jumper basis. Thank you for your answer. P.S. I watch your videos daily. Great stuff. AJ Crypto, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully you can hang out on the live streams and make some friends in here as well and have some fun with us. But thank you very much for watching those videos, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys that does so. Whether you agree with them, whether you disagree with them, appreciate everybody that watches them, man. You guys are literally the reason that I can continue making these videos. Tell me who you are, me or somebody else. Rush, got nothing on. Yes, who is that? No idea what is happening. Gorilla, I saw them in Variety Theater in Cleveland in 1988. The ticket was Metallica, Metal Church, and the headliner was Motorhead. $7.50 general admission. These two literally remembers how much it cost to go see a concert in 1988. Don't mess with Tim, guys. He keeps pretty good record. I'm tempted to put like 10,000 on Polygon as soon as it drops more and buy some XRP too, but I don't know too much of this XRP. So XRP, it is a cryptocurrency for a legitimate company, Ripple. Ripple actually has not a headquarter. I believe they're headquartered in the United States, but they have offices in Sao Paulo. So Ripple is all over the world. They're a legitimate company that is very, very similar to a bank. They do international transactions for businesses. And they denominate those transactions in their cryptocurrency XRP. Because they do that, you alleviate a lot of the foreign exchange differential. You alleviate a lot of the foreign exchange cost. And it's much faster and cheaper for businesses to send money overseas. So they're a real company, but their cryptocurrency is essentially what they use to denominate all of their trade. It's actually really interesting, and it seems to be a good company that's making a lot of money. So check them out. Hopefully they don't get an appeal by the SEC, but they've had a lot of trouble with the SEC here in the United States over the last couple of years. Pocket punch. Sorry, PS5. No, PS5, man. Did you get put in time out or something? All right, let's see where Pocket Punch goes. It's bad. Waves Tech Reviews. I see right there's Bad AI scam. I don't know if Bad AI is a scam or not, but I do think that Bad AI is doing well simply because they're getting promoted by the Shib ecosystem team. PS5, man. I scrolled up quite a ways, all the way past Moji's SuperChat there, but you're going to have to comment it again because I don't see what you would have commented there. What do you think of the new IPOs launching on Robinhood app? This is the first IPO after a year or so. So AJ Crypto, I don't use Robinhood, so I don't know which ones are launching on their app right now. I will say this of any IPO in general. They are typically very volatile. And what you usually see is a specific group of IPO investors jumping in. And what they do is they take advantage of that volatility. They get in on the IPO, they ride it up a little bit because people are usually excited buying into it, and then they sell it off, okay? So if you're going to be getting into an IPO, look at a lot of them that have IPO'd recently. You typically don't see them just launched and then only ever go up. You might see a 1, 2, 3 couple day period where they do nice and then they begin to sell off and find its real price. What happens with an IPO is a bank decides, okay? They do a lot of analysis and decide, well, your company is worth this. And then the market determines what your company is worth. So if the market determines that your company is not worth the $10 a share that it IPO'd at, that it's actually worth $4 a share, then you very quickly see that dump off to $4 a share. So just be aware of that and play the volatility if you want to have some fun with the volatility. But by the time it reaches the IPO stage, man, you're going to see a lot of people, both private investors that were able to get in when it was a private company, and maybe people who work for the company who have been issued shares along the way. You're going to see a lot of them finally cashing out and taking advantage of the fact that they have IPO'd and they're finally able to sell their shares on the open market. Crypto Rocketeer, boom, baby. Dabbing on them as always. It was accidentally deleted, PS5. Gotcha. Hey, bro, would you take a long shot on Bitcoin with low leverage, not financial advice? Yes. So this is, right now, I believe we're at a crucial point on Bitcoin here, right at this $25,000 mark. Now, if it comes out to be that this is people afraid of what you tagged me in, this is people afraid of the FTX sell-off. If this is already the reaction, we could bounce off support here. If we have yet to see the reaction, you are going to lose. I mean, it's going to break down through that 25, and we could be testing 22 very quickly. So if we bounce off this level of about $25,000 a coin, I would say, okay, you know, that's what the technical analysis is saying right now. The pressure still is to the downside. I still believe the overall pressure is to the downside. But if you're looking to potentially scalp a trade, what are we looking at? We're looking at support being reached. What do we know about support? Usually when you reach it, it's not as easy to just immediately break through. So we could see a little bit of a bounce, and absolutely, you know, you could scalp a trade off of 25,000. But who cares about technicals if FTX comes out later this week and sells off of, you know, hundreds of millions or billions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency? That's going to push you through. That's going to push you down through some major levels there. So I would say technicals are great, but you've got that concern floating out there right now about like actual fundamental news and markets being flooded with some cryptocurrency. It was nice to get you live again. I'm in the red everywhere, but that's nothing new. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Becca P, you as well. And I think I'm in the red too, right? I'm in the red. A lot of us have been in the red, if not all of us have been in the red for quite some time now. The overall market is I guess, beneficial to bears and beneficial to short sellers and put holders right now. Not beneficial to those that are long. Of course, it's a great time to buy in if you've got the patience to hold for the gains, but that's what we're seeing, man. It's nothing but red right now. Clay, do you know about WS at Wall Street memes? No, I really don't. If yes, what do you think about it? I've invested a little bit in the beginning, some perspective. Robbie, it's not something that I've followed, man. Is that the one that's going through pre-sales right now, or what? I'll say this, dude. Typically what you see in coins, if this is correct, if not, I'm just going off on a tangent. But what you see when you usually have levels of pre-sales, okay? Sell when it hits public. Sell when it's finally launched, okay? If you sell when it's finally launched, you know, you stand to make money. And I mean sell at the very beginning. Because what you end up seeing, dude, are the guys that got in early in this pre-sale. They might not sell off of everything. They might continue to hold. But the guys that got in early are guaranteed gains because the coin gets listed or the coin gets launched at a higher price. They take advantage of those gains. That's the only reason they're in the pre-sale, is to make that guaranteed gain. Now, they might hold on to some of it. It might not drop back down below the pre-sale prices and stuff, but you are most likely, based on historical performance of all pre-sales, going to get a better price after it's launched. Tell me the person not buying Bitcoin at 25,000 because you're waiting for it to get to 18,000. Nibble now and on the way down. Yeah, Continuing to cost average in, not nice, man. It is absolutely a strategy to continue dollar cost averaging in. I'm going to hold on a bit on Bitcoin, but that's me, 8-ball question. Will Bitcoin hit 19,000 before? That's a good one. Will Bitcoin hit 19,000 before it hits 40,000? Cannot predict now, Tim. Cannot predict now. We're going to have to ask it again. Let's see. Oh, no. Well, Next Level wants to know. Will Bitcoin hit 19,000 before it hits 40,000? Better not tell you now. Dang, dude, you guys just got denied twice in a row. So I don't think the 8-ball wants to tell you guys what the answer is. Tim got denied and Next Level got denied. Hopefully the market picks up at the beginning of the next year. Crypto Rocketeer, let me say this. It's going to be an interesting year for sure. Okay? It's an election here in the United States. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, it is most likely going to be a very, very, I don't know if dirty. God, I don't mean dirty in the sense that, YouTube should be pulling my content or anything. But it's going to be dirty in the sense, dude, that we're going to have guys cutthroat against each other running for president here in the United States. I don't think any punches are going to be pulled. I don't think, I don't think that the left and the right and everybody in between is just going to magically get along. I think that it is going to be a very tough election year here in the United States. So it could lead to improvements in the market, absolutely. But I think it's going to be a pretty volatile one with a lot of hate being spewed, man. I think there's going to be a lot of hate being spewed over the course of the next year as we pick a president. Especially with CBDC on the horizon with voting season, no bueno. Yeah, Gorilla, man, it's true, guys. It's true. Ignored by 8-ball, WTF. Both you guys got denied by the 8-ball, man. All right, guys, it is time to go. It is 5:03. We're in overtime already. Get your names in the chat right now. We'll do some shout-outs, and then we will be back tonight with videos at 7 p.m., videos at 8 p.m. Watch them 100 times, guys. And then Frank, Ken, any of you guys that were listening to the conversation about the YieldMax ETFs, please mull that over and brainstorm on it a little bit to see if you agree or disagree. I would love to be able to do a video on that and relate my concerns a little bit more concise and something that people could easily understand. I just don't think that you're actually making a 40-50% yield on those ETFs there. All right, guys, we got shout-outs to J-Bones, baby. Next Level, see you later. Not nice. Enjoy it. Next Level, Gorilla, not nice. Gorilla, Crypto Rocketeer. Boom, baby. We got Tim. Enjoy it. Gorilla, Frank, Robbie. Enjoy your evening. Bobcat, bro. Bye-bye to you. Gorilla, see you later. Moji, free OT. I like it. Don't the... Oh, man. Pretty good too. That was almost as good as Dark Bro earlier with that kind bat. Jeffrey, later to you. Tim, enjoy it. SD says later, everybody. Later, SD to you as well. All of you guys know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Aruba Sue, say it with me. Till the next time. Hope that each and every one of you, Claudio, have an awesome day. Nope. Pudgy, I thought we were nope. Pudgy, I thought we were nope. Pudgy, man, thank you very much for this super chat. Look at this, everybody taking off already, and we got Pudgy coming in hot with the I don't think so's. Pudgy, I thank you very much for that. Didn't need to hit the add button if Pudgy comes in there. You guys, I mean, you do realize one super chat like that is worth, gosh, man, I don't know, a lot of views. So Pudgy takes up the entirety of hitting people with an ad on it. Thank you very much, Pudgy, for the super chat. Next Level, Claudio, Pudgy, Moji, Tim, Robbie, all of you guys know what time it is. You want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day. Yeah, he's getting good. Nope. I thought we were leaving. Nope. I thought we were leaving. Nope. Pudgy got that timing down near perfect right there. I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to start saying things slower or something and catching him on that one. But Pudgy definitely hitting it nearly the exact same time that I clicked over to the intermission screen. So Pudgy is learning, man. He says, let him go, let him go. Super chats never bothered me anyway. Pudgy, man, thank you very much. Shout out to Claudio, Next Level, Pudgy, Moji, Tim, Robbie, Pudgy, Robbie, all of you guys. You know what's on. Nope. 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 We are definitely not leaving. Moji, he's gonna click fast. You better. I'm gonna click on Pudgy, man. I'm gonna click Pudgy before I even say goodbye, and I'm gonna blame it on YouTube blackout or something. Tim, hey, thank you very much for the unicorn horn, Tim. You got this one as true as you were born. Look at that curly little horn, man. Oh, that's. I like that one. You guys ready for that? Thank you very much, Tim, for the unicorn. Thank you very much, Pudgy, for the nope. Thank you very much for everybody being in here. Peace out, Crypto Rocketeer, Moji, Robbie, Pudgy, Tim. All of you guys know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day. Thank you very much, Moji, for the peach. Have we seen D's? Moji keeps me reminding me of D's when I got that peach coming on there. And I don't know if we've seen D's in the chat in quite a while. Who are these peaches for, Mo? You? Or is D's out there, right there, watching and waiting and looking? 17 months of bro for... Tim, thank you very much for the member chat. 17 months of bro, man. Absolutely appreciate you being a member for 17 months, dude. You're gonna get that blow skull. No, the blue bro skull very soon here. And thank you very much for that member chat. Kai, shout out to you, Crypto Rocketeer, Moji, Tim, Moji, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.